Hey guys, Stuart here with some more Warlock 2. Now, I noticed that unfortunately the sound was turned up a little high, and I don't have a good video editor yet that can actually go back and adjust the like the volume of the background noise. So apologies for that. I actually found out when I went into this is kind of a cool thing you might be interested in. So if you go to options, sound, you can actually change the voice of your advisor. Yeah, you can do like a snob, good old fellow, or gritty lord. And the gritty one is pretty cool. It's almost like in a world where it's like very rough and tumble. So yeah, kind of fun little thing you might be interested in knowing. Anyway, we're back, and I'm getting ready to open up this little portal.
Yes, my
What
lord.
I'm gonna do is actually order him the rest this turn and get him fully healed up, and that way I can actually put him in defend and get this moved out of the way before we jump into that. But it looks like for the most part, yeah, I've cleared out. I might send our little rogue kind of around here, actually, just to get an idea of what's down there and just kind of look around the area a bit. There actually isn't. This is kind of a smaller world. Normally you'd have enough room for at least 3 cities and kind of sort of do, but it's going to be jammed up in the mountains, and it's a shame we couldn't quite get that. But yeah, this one's going to be tiny. I'm probably going to end up just taking a bunch of these settlers that I've queued up to get built and use them for settling whatever my next world is. So yeah, sometimes that happens, and you just kind of have to deal with it. So, and we'll get Deepwood really growing huge. So, oh god, that any kind of pun they can construe from that is unintentional. So, moving on. We are losing a little bit of food each turn, not desirable. It's going to slow down the growth of our city. So to fix that, we'll have to build like just another city or two. We're losing because our army's getting kind of big. I'm going to select shoo him off. And the idea is this will spawn the troll, and we can start kind of dinking away at him using our warrior here. So we definitely want to move him off though, because the troll is a melee unit. He won't be able to walk far enough to catch him. And I'm going to order our warrior here to defend. Unfortunately, the troll is up on hills. It's going to give him some defense bonus. But I'm hoping with our defense bonus, it won't be as big of a deal. In a few more turns, we're going to have our fertility spell, which we'll definitely want to drop on our city. And that, honestly, every city needs to have that cast on it. So, however, let's see, 20 mana. We're doing alright with mana. I'm actually going to cast this on our warrior. Just to give him a little bit of an edge over the nasty troll. Trolls are tough. They heal very quickly. They have very strong armor, and I believe they also do bonus damage to cities. So, and plus, I mean, like 50 hit points. They're tough cookies, especially this early in the game. So any kind of little advantage we can get against them.
Do you need something, handsome?
I'm gonna go and move her here. Just finish exploring and scouting. I might actually send her back up here to heal her up a bit, but in the meantime, we're just kind of peppering away at this bear. I hope I can kill it before it before it spawns another bear. Because I really want to rush in there and destroy the last bear camp, so I don't have to worry about any more enemies. At least for a while. Eventually, you get these random events that happen and spawn more baddies. So it's something to keep in mind. At any rate, go ahead and end our turn. Yeah, I'm glad I put that on, because even with the criticals, he's only taking 5.
The new spell research is complete.
Yeah, I definitely like the gritty lord over the old chap or whatever they call him. Ooh, a nice crit. That's good. We're wearing the bear now. We're getting him. So we finished our spell.
What will it cost?
Yeah, I'm gonna move her up here so she can heal. I think she'll heal faster moving up there than like moving across the map and then trying to heal. So yeah, we'll just leave her there. And I think this is a solid area for city. We got our 2 iron mines going. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna go to the city right here, Ice Lake.
A new city has been founded, my lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and change the name eventually. Ice Lake would be good if there was ice, or it was near a lake. So, it's too small of a city right now to build anything. You also notice there's no units, and why is that? Well, you have to unlock them. If I wanted to say build a ranger here, I'd have to build a ranger guild, warrior guild, rogue guild, etc. So that's something you should keep in mind, that yeah, eventually you're going to need to actually build some of these buildings in order to build units. So it's a little bit different from some games, but that's cool. Now that I've researched this spell, okay, so I used up a lot of mana, but I'll have enough the next turn, so let's hold off on that. It's just because I do have a couple of the melee resist spells going, which is good. It's going to actually keep me in units. So.
Settlers.
It's too bad I don't think I'll be able to build here. It's too close to the city. I believe it's like 3 out from any city you can't build. Yeah, that's right on the edge of it. So that's what's going on with that. But once Ice Lake grows a little bit, I think it needs one more turn. Yeah, it needs to be like population 2 or whatever. When it does, I'm going to get a farm on here because that will make a ton of food. We've already solved our food issues, but why not get more? They'll just keep pulling in gold, so. Anyway, everything's moved. Let's assign a new research. Oh, I don't want to cast a spell. It's kind of, I wish it would just bounce into new research, but. Now, what do we want to research next? There are several options. Healing's fairly good. It's a solid way to keep your units alive. Lesser healing will do for now, though. Magic Eye is actually a really good one. It increases your sight radius. It's good for early scouting. But no, there's one spell I have on my mind, and I want to take Lesser Fireball because I'm going for Fireball. Fireball is one of your it's like the most solid damage spell in the game for the vast majority of the game. It's bizarrely good. So it's definitely something that you want to focus on. Now, question is, do I need to resist, or I'm gonna boost damage actually. I feel like he is pretty resistant to melee anyway, so I'm just gonna keep defending, and hopefully the troll will just keep throwing himself against this guy. We do need to up our damage though if we're gonna take out the troll because of the regeneration. So let's see. Honestly, there are a few spots I could build in, like maybe over here, but it doesn't make much point. You know, like, yeah, the map's so tiny. It's not like I was saying I could put in like a shrine city somewhere, but why bother? We'll just save up our settlers, use them for when it really counts and all that. So. Anyway, I think I can move him here and he'll be safe. I don't really want to aggro the troll though, because then he go after the city, and they do like bonus siege damage, and they're just nasty. Now, you do get this one fairly often. I mean, we definitely don't want -9 play. That's terrible. Again, I think you only get this if you're monsters. It seems to be an unlock that you can only get for certain factions. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a lot of gold, but we might have to do that. Let's see other option. I don't want to do -20 because there's a spell I want to cast, so. Yeah, we're gonna have to take the hit on gold, which is bad because we're starting to lose gold just from the army upkeep. Hopefully this next spell I cast will deal with that. Oh, nice. I've unlocked mages. So why have I been pushing for this so badly? It's because one mage is going to be like the equivalent of 4 or 5 warriors. They're very, very good units, and I'm getting ready to conquer a new territory. So. Huzzah. Good to have a mage. And honestly, you only need like 2 or 3 mages throughout the game. As they level up, they do so much damage that you don't really have to worry about.
Hunters!
You don't really have to worry about it. It's like they're one of your best units in the game. So that's one reason I really rush for it. even at the risk of losing some money. But however, we also have like more mana coming in because of all this production, a little bit more knowledge, which is always good. It's not something I would like go out of the way for, but it's something that's decent. So fertile lands, what does this do? You see that radius around the spell? If I cast this here, it's going to basically convert all the land around it. Right now this land's just withering plains. It's neutral. It doesn't have any like bonus to food or anything. When I cast a spell, boom, terraforming. It's going to change all these. Now you see it has plus 20% production to food. So that is really quite handy. Why did it build the farm there? Why would it do that? Why wouldn't you just build there? Oh, I know what that is. No, it's you start off with a free farm. That's the first building your city gets, and it picks it at random. It's a shame it put it. You'd think it would like do a little check and say, oh no, this is the best spot for a farm, and just put it in right there, but it doesn't. So this city is actually going to grow very quickly. It'll probably end up growing faster than Deepwood. That's not too much of a problem, honestly. Like city growth doesn't affect much, and Deepwood has plenty of extra space to build over here. So that's not too bad. It'll be kind of like the two major. It'll be like a twin capital almost.
As you wish.
Let's see. Yeah, I can't build here. It's too close. I'm debating whether I want to build up here or not. I'm gonna go and do it. Just to get that early.
A new city has been
unlock.
founded, my lord.
'Cause I would like to get moving on some iron mines. So that's fine. And eventually this city, as Deepwood grows, I'm probably gonna rename, or not rename this. I'm gonna convert this into like a holy shrine or something else. So yeah, it's it wouldn't be a good commerce city because of the swamp. Commerce cities, you want them to be built in areas where they will naturally grow large without improvements. And as you see, like the swamps, their upkeep costs, they're just, this isn't a good location for a commerce city. It's fine for a shrine though. So, and eventually I'll probably convert it into that just to kind of deal with some of the unhappiness as we build cities. So, let's see, you're pretty healed up. I'm gonna have the rogue start moving into position for attacking the troll. I'm hopeful with her melee boosts she won't have too much issues. Who else? Again, I just want to keep ordering him to defend. Often it's better to defend and let the enemy attack you when you have an advantage of, like, say if you have a defensive bonus. That's kind of the way you play, which is pretty basic. That's similar to a lot of other games. So I'm actually just gonna leave him here. There's no point in heading over there and aggroing the troll. So, any other unit orders?
You wish.
I think I already ordered it recruited, so cool. Yeah, mages they're a little bit expensive. Like you only want to start off with one, but he's gonna be our main pusher as we go into like foreign territory. You'll see they do a lot of damage. So, like probably one of the better units that humans can build. So,
Congratulations. You have successfully researched a new spell, my lord.
yeah, just slowly but surely taking this out. We almost got the bear. Hopefully we can kill the bear and destroy his den before he gets more cubs out. So let's see. We're cruising along with our research. I told you, like, research goes pretty quickly. So Fireball, this spell, like, look at the damage that this spell does. 20 elemental damage. That can almost one-shot, like, half the units in the game. It's very, very solid choice. And elemental damage is actually somewhat difficult to get, but quite powerful against certain enemies. So it's something you really want to push for, and it's what I'm going to be attaching that stone to make it even more buff. The other, like here, I'll pull up our spell research and show you. So Lesser Shadow Bolt is, or Shadow Bolt actually is pretty good. It'll do more in Death Magic than Fireball will in Elemental, and it costs the same. I don't go for it because I would have to waste time on Lesser Reconstruction. It's good if you're undead. If you're undead, go for this, absolutely. If you're not, you can kind of, like, I honestly would skip it because a Lesser Reconstruction isn't worth getting unless you have a strong undead presence in your army. So, you know, Shadow Bolt's good to go for if you're willing to invest really deeply into the tree. Early on, though, I honestly, Fireball is my bread and butter for damage spells. Now, if you go further, Lightning Bolt, you see, even though it costs more, it does less elemental damage. It's kind of, honestly, it's kind of strange. I don't know why Lightning Bolt doesn't do more, but whatever. Not much you can do about it. So
What?
let's see here. So we have a rogue. I'm actually gonna send my rogue over here. I'm not gonna have her fight or anything of that nature, but honestly, what's going to happen is the troll is probably going to turn around and kick her butt. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Sometimes a troll will go after like an injured unit over a healthy unit. And if that's the case, I might actually have her try to swing and attack and then move out. But we'll see. Still waiting on, yeah, just defend. Yeah, see, he went for the injured first, so that's a pretty good development. With that, I might be able to get some actual progress on this troll, so. Yeah, although she'll take an awful lot of damage to do barely anything. And it looks like the troll leveled up too. That's bad. Fortunately, we do have our wizard coming, so I'm just gonna hit defend.
Warriors!
Defend again. Now, once the wizard's here, and we got one more turn on him, he'll be able to just ice arrow this guy and really hurt him. The wizard does a ton of damage.
What
So.
now?
It's basically like having a fireball spell on a unit. So, everybody else has kind of done their thing.
Settlers.
Defend and turn. Yeah, and you can see as the warrior gets more and more injured, he's having a harder and harder time taking damage.
Release!
Go on, kill him. Oh, so close. It takes a while on bears. I don't, honestly, it seems a little bit ridiculous, but, you see, if I attack, the troll will just regenerate. It doesn't make much sense. You kind of need to go after trolls with magic. I'm tempted to move him back, but I'm going to continue to defend, see how it works out. Awesome, we have our wizard, so moving forward, and he can attack at range with spells and the like, and see, look at that damage on that troll. Like, no counterattack. Oh man, wizard's so good. Now, the spells have a cooldown, but it's really not a big deal. They can also do, like, a regular attack. But whenever you have a spell up, it's worth casting. It doesn't take from your own mana pool. It just takes from, like, it's just a cooldown that the wizard has. So all casters are quite good in this game, and you kind of want to nurture them. You want to get them leveling up early.
Yes.
So. That was pretty rough.
Hunters!
And it's a shame that the bear spawned more bears. I wonder, see, if I get a critical and kill him, let's try it. It might prevent him from healing up. No crit. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so they call them lords. They're basically like hero units. Now the way they work is they'll show up and you can hire them if you have enough gold. I'm pretty low on gold because we got unlucky with some things. We got unlucky with those two quests that are like, give us gold or your citizen star. So I'm gonna, here, let's right click to show him. This guy, gulp down. Okay. Good lord. Convert, gulp down. These are just some unfortunate names. Yeah. These guys are actually pretty solid, though. They're healers, but they do spirit magic. And spirit magic is really useful against some very difficult enemies, and it's very hard to get. Like, you can get on your little priest guys, but, you know, the priests don't do much damage, and if you specialize them for damage, they're not good at healing. So this is kind of like a heroic priest goblin. I'm kind of on the fence about getting a healer as our first lord. If I had more gold and I wasn't so worried about upkeep, I'd do it. The reality is, though, this guy, he's kind of a rough first hero. He's quite good. Like, if you level him up a lot, he gets some just really just solid. He's almost like a shaman from like World of Warcraft or something. He can get some pretty solid damage in addition to some really good healing. So he's a good support unit. He's one that you kind of want normally, but look at the upkeep. Look at the mana. I would be barely making any mana, and I'd be like really in the red for you know, my upkeep. So I'll think about him. Like, I don't know. There's another hero that I would have preferred, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the heroes are, unfortunately, you can't, or lords, whatever you call them, you can't really decide who shows up. It's just kind of a random thing. But we'll see. You know, he'll hang out for 9 turns, and then he gets impatient if you don't hire him, and then he'll go away. But if you do hire him, he's like a permanent unit you have. Very strong. Heroes make the difference in your armies. It's something that you really want to just pay attention to. Now, let's see. I'm going to move the wizard forward. Just because I don't want, you know, the troll to try to, like, march forward or whatever. And you see, you can still attack. He just does kind of basic attack. He still does a ton of damage, so we're wearing him down. Now, he obviously I'm going to defend, and I'm going to throw a healing spell his way. Just aggroless healing, because I don't want to lose a unit this early. They're hard to build. So, and now that he's low in damage and I'm less worried about it, I'm going to start just slashing away at him. We should wear this troll down fairly quickly. I'm also going to move my settler in position. Just get them ready for when the troll dies. You know, we're going to need to start pushing out and start expanding to the new world. So, and hopefully, yeah, see, troll regeneration is brutal. It kind of undoes a lot of the... Come on, get a crit or something, finish them off. Jeez. It's frustrating how quickly they'll heal up, but it's fine. You know, this bear's going to walk around a bit. He might try to attack us. I'm not terribly concerned, unless he starts getting closer to our peasant settlers. So, let's see. Now, I think we can finish this guy off, but I want to do it with the wizard, because the wizard is the one I need to level up. It looks like, though, let's see, he's got 10 life left, and I'll take 10 damage. So, that should do it. Troll, dead. Awesome. And you see, it gives us a little bonus gold, and it opens they call them bridges, but, you know, magic portal. Oh, this is sweet. So, you see that it's an elven world. That's the best kind of world for a human player. Elven worlds are nothing but this kind of land. They are, oh, that's such a solid start. This is where we're going to build almost all of our cities. They're going to grow huge. Like, honestly, this world will end up being mostly abandoned, except for the fact that there's a halberd hall there. Eventually, like, I won't need the iron here, and I'll just convert these cities into, like, just dinky little worship cities. But this is going to be basically our main civilization is going to be out here, just because it's so good where it comes to having all this living land and very healthy farmland. So that's exciting stuff.